Thank you for joining us for another week of Help Nobody Told Me. I'm Jasmine Shapiro, here with my business partner Shannon Johnson, and we are realtors here in the North Shore of Chicago with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services.
And today we have a special guest with us, Chef Ann. She is the owner of Instantly Ann, a personal chef, and she's going to tell us a little bit about her journey and how she started her business.
Right. So Instantly Ann is because I became obsessed with my Instant Pot.
Oh, really?
I cook every day in it. I cook everything in my Instant Pot, and from there my personal chef career began. I started teaching classes and doing demos, cooking in people's homes, things like that. When the pandemic hit is when I jumped in full time and started cooking for people, meal prepping, like every day. People needed to eat, restaurants were closed, and people were panicked how they were going to get food.
But you were not a chef prior to then, right?
Mm-mm.
You had a different career?
Completely different. I just have always loved to cook.
Okay.
So you're a home cook.
I'm a home cook, self-taught, Food Network, and I have 4 kids and a husband who love to eat, and I cook every day for them. There's always a warm meal on the table, they know, at 6 o'clock.
And what made your approach unique?
Well, I like to be, it's got to be quick and easy, taste good but healthy, especially with the 4 kids. It's got to be fast. If you can't get dinner on the table quick, they're in the pantry snacking on junk food,
Right.
things like that. So, yeah, I'm always like less is more, and it tastes better, too, that way.
So who's your typical client?
Typical client is probably a busy family that the mom and dad both work. Maybe they have kids, maybe they don't, and they just don't have time to come home and cook. They want the food ready for them.
And they want to know what's in it, healthy.
Right. And I can customize it if they have an allergy or if they want to eat clean, they don't want gluten or dairy. I have a lot of clients that are very specific about
Health.
the ingredients.
Concerns, yeah.
Grass-fed beef and organic vegetables and things like that.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And my nutritionist is, I've been traveling a lot, and my nutritionist said to me, well, it's no wonder you're hitting a stall in your weight loss, because you don't know. You think you're ordering something healthy in a restaurant, but you don't know how much butter they put in it. You don't know how much salt they put in it. All these factors that you just don't know.
True. That's very
And,
true.
if you're cooking at home, you can advise the chef what's actually in it.
Right.
So it makes a big difference between what you're ordering from a big box store.
Do you ever cater a party too?
I do lots of parties.
Okay.
I just did a wedding a couple weeks ago. Bridal showers, baby showers. I have a baptism coming up this Sunday.
So do you have menus that they choose from, or do you interview? Like, how does it work since you're so personalized?
Right, and well, that's the beauty of it. I always ask the client, what do they want? What's their favorite thing to eat? Or what do they think the guests would want to eat? What should I avoid? And it's funny, people will go on Instagram or Facebook and look at my account, and then they're like, oh, I want that, based on the photos. So I tend to do the same things over and over, but I don't have to.
Right.
But yeah, really, whatever they want. I say, whatever you want, I'll make.
And obviously within the budget. And
Right, well, they pay for the groceries.
Okay.
So if they want, I did one time have somebody wanted lobster, and he was willing to pay for it, so yeah.
And so for how many people were you making lobster?
Well, so that was his wife's birthday, and he
Okay.
surprised her.
Okay.
And they had 3 little kids, under 3 and under. Yeah, it was crazy. So I showed up with the fresh lobsters, and it was just like a treat that she didn't have to worry about a meal.
She could sit down.
And did the kids eat the lobster too?
They did.
You're kidding me.
No.
I thought you were going to say I had to make something different for the kids.
No, the kids, and he said the kids will eat the lobster too, and I said,
Wow.
okay, and they did.
My rule at the house with my kids was always, you have to try it.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And I always made sure there was something I knew they liked. There's
Yeah,
some
but
rice or
lobster's
some,
expensive.
but yeah, if you don't, I'm going to eat your portion of lobster if you don't want it.
Yeah, they have expensive taste, for sure, yeah.
So did he tell you how much to order, or did you tell him? Like,
He did.
Okay.
He said, like, we'll each have, you know, lobster tail, and the kids will share one.
Okay.
So I knew
Right.
how many,
Sure.
to bring, because, yeah, that can get expensive.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how do you help families and professionals find balance within their food?
So that's a good question, because sometimes when they tell me what they want for their meals for the week, they forget the vegetable. And I'll say, you didn't pick a vegetable. Don't you want a vegetable? And they'll say, oh, okay. You know, then they pick one. I have this one family, they eat no vegetables, only the green beans. And then each week I say, you're sure you want green beans again? And they said, we only like green beans. So, yeah.
You can't get them to sneak in anything else.
And do you cook in their kitchen, or do you cook in yours?
I cook in their kitchen. I do all the grocery shopping, bring all the food to their house, cook there, and then package everything, put it in their fridge. And so when they come home, their fridge is full.
Nice.
Yeah, I have this one client now. She said she used to dread leaving work because she didn't want to come home. She had no idea what to cook for her 3 kids. She said now, when she's done with work, she's excited to get in the car and come home because she knows there's food for the family.
So you have the prep directions on there, the reheating directions or whatever, so I get home and the containers are there and I know
Yeah,
like what I need to do. It goes in the oven or whatever.
yeah, it's all ready to go.
And you probably know from your family, like, here's easy weeknight meals to make that are nutritious.
Right.
And the kids will eat it, or they'll eat at least
Right.
2 of the items that I put out there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm good about sneaking vegetables in, like meatballs and pasta sauces. Sometimes I have to do that. And I'll tell my clients I can do that too for your kids as well.
Right.
And they
Yes.
probably appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you sneak vegetables into your clients that only eat green beans food?
No,
Oh, they want out.
tempting, but no, I don't.
Do you get moms though that say to you, like, I'm pulling my hair out because my kids won't eat anything but macaroni and cheese?
Yes. Oh, yes, for sure.
Like
So-
my grandkids?
Which is common. I mean, kids' palates need to develop. But yeah,
So
I
then
try.
do you say, like, oh, I have something that's been tried and true, you know, would you like me to try it for you?
I always say I have 4 kids, and 2 were picky, but they still ate what was on the table. So, you know, I give them some new choices,
Okay.
some new things to try.
Okay.
Whatever works, right?
Right.
How do you avoid recipe burnout? So if you have client, how do you rotate the recipes to keep it fresh and exciting?
Well, just even with my own family, I never make the same thing over and over. Like some people make the same meatloaf on Monday and the same thing on Tuesday. I'm always trying new things. I'm always testing new things. I test on my family. I test on the neighbors. I'm always asking people to try things. I don't know. I would just get too bored always making the same thing.
I feel the same way.
In our climate too. I mean,
Yes.
the fruits and vegetables are seasonal.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of fun when, you know, the weather gets a little chillier and all of the root vegetables come out.
Yes.
You know, soups and different things that we may not make in the summertime. You know, it's kind of fun to do that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. For sure. Yeah. So yes,
And
new
then the
things to look
summer
forward
comes
to.
around and we're like, ooh, fresh fruits and vegetables, yay!
I know, and barbecuing and turning on the oven. And
Yeah, or just even like a new food, like when quinoa was like the big new food, a lot of people were like, "Oh, what is that?" Right? But if someone's willing to make it for you, then you might try it.
Right.
Right?
And if you know how to season it, it's good, but
right, exactly. Yeah.
all right, so as we're filming, we're coming up on the Thanksgiving and holiday season, right into Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. What's your advice for someone who's panicking over that? They don't like to cook, or they feel they're not good at it.
Yeah.
How do they get started?
Well, they could hire me. I am booked, yes, I am booked for Thanksgiving. I do a lot of holiday cooking because depending what holiday you celebrate, you might not celebrate on the exact holiday. You might just pick a day the family's available.
Right.
And I can come, do all the cooking, set it all up, and you get to be with the family, the friends, the guests, enjoy your holiday and not have to worry about the food. Because that is stressful for people.
Right.
But if someone's going to do it themselves, you have to be organized. You have to have a plan. Like you have to type it up, write it out, and make sure you know what you're doing leading up until that event.
And what can you do before the day of? Like, are there desserts you can make ahead of time?
Yes.
Are there sides you can make that you
Yes.
just have to heat at the end? You know,
Yes,
things
right.
like that.
Yeah, and I can walk people through that. In fact, somebody had contacted me and I said, I'm already booked, but I'll walk you through how to do the turkey and what to do ahead of time. Right, when you pull the turkey out, it has to rest an hour. That's when you put all your sides in the oven.
Oh. Well, and I
those
think
cook,
the other thing too is there's so many services out there now that you can order the whole meal, and maybe there's a special thing that you like to make, and you're just too busy to do it all. You know, you can order the meal and make your special dessert that everyone loves, or
Right.
the side that is specific to your family. It takes some of that weight off your shoulders.
That's a good idea.
So you can
yeah.
spend time. That's what I'm doing this year.
Yeah.
As much as I love it, I'm like, I just can't. I don't have the bandwidth.
No,
Well-
and you have to be honest and do something like that.
Yes.
And also, everyone usually is very happy to bring a dish. If they have to make one dish, they are so thrilled you're hosting. I'll make one dish and bring it, and then they're very proud of it.
Right.
So it's a
Right.
very collaborative thing. I mean, I've done that always, and people are excited to bring a dish. But I wanted to ask you, so
Yeah.
now you're cooking for everyone else.
Yeah.
Do you host Thanksgiving and Christmas?
I do not host
I was going to
Thanksgiving.
say, like, it would be a lot.
Right. I do host other holidays. My husband has 3 sisters, so the holidays were all divided up when we got
Which is
married.
nice.
Yes and no. I like to cook and I like to host.
Do they expect you to bring?
Sometimes it depends on the holiday and who's hosting. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably want to bring something because
So-
I'm sure you have favorites. Is there anything for Thanksgiving or Christmas that's a favorite of yours?
So, my kids love we call it cream spinach. That is like a childhood recipe that my friend's grandmother made and that we had at their house. I grew up in California, so we had no family there. So it was a bunch of friends always got together for holidays, and I always looked forward to that. So then I started making it for my kids.
And
So
now
they
it's
kind of expect it.
Yeah.
So if maybe I'm new to the family and I need to take an impressive dish, not too complicated. What should I bring,
Ooh.
Chef Ann?
I would bring something you've made before, an old family favorite, something you're confident you know how to make it. Right? You never want to bring something or
Something
make
you've
something.
never tried?
Yeah,
And if you're not a cook at all, you can always bring wine.
absolutely. You always need that.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so like, different events have different emotions with it. How do you tailor the menus to those emotions?
So I always like to talk to the people and see what they like, what they don't like, what is the event. Are there going to be kids, adults? Are people standing and eating?
That's a big one.
That is
Right?
huge.
'Cause
I
a
hate
lot of
that when you're
times-
standing and it's like not finger food and it's like you have a
Right.
drink in one hand, now you need a fork and it's like, what do I do with the plate?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right, like the wedding that I did recently, I said, are people sitting? She said, well, no, I don't have that many chairs. Okay, well then we have to make sure everybody can hold their plate and eat.
So how large was this event?
It was 40 people.
Okay.
But again, she didn't have 40
Chairs.
seats.
Chairs,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
for sure.
And tables in her home.
Right.
But, yeah, so you definitely have to tailor the menu to the event, for
Right.
sure. Yeah.
So you really are personalizing it for each, whether you're just cooking a weeknight dinner or you're doing a wedding, you're personalizing everything. It's not just like, here are my menus, choose one.
Right, and people always ask, where are your menus? And I don't have menus because it is so personalized.
No.
I just say, tell me what you want.
Right.
The sky's the limit.
That's
You just,
There you go.
just tell me what you want and I'll make it.
So what does food mean to you in terms of creating connection, creating atmosphere, adding to the event? What does that mean to you?
Gosh, food is quite a bond. I think everybody has that in common, right? It doesn't matter if you're from another country. Everyone has that common food. I don't even know where I'm going with this.
Well, no, I think yes, you're on the right track. Sitting down and sharing a meal with someone is an intimate experience.
Right.
And it's special that you took the time out to sit down and share that with someone.
You're sharing your time, you're sharing the food that you might have cooked, you're sharing conversation, so it's more to it than just food.
And food can evoke emotions and memories and things like that. You know, the cream spinach that grandma made, or, you know, my grandmother always made a German chocolate cake for my birthday, which is coming up next week. So German chocolate cake always reminds me of my grandmother.
I have to make you a we have to talk.
Not if it's your first German chocolate cake.
That's what I said. We have to talk.
I'm not a baker. I can cook. I can't bake. Oh my gosh. Wow. And I always, when my kids were young, we always sat at the table, no phones, and you just talk.
So how is that now? Do you tell them they have to put their phones away?
Yes, and they still do.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing. Yeah, we are all so connected to our devices. Yeah.
Right. And the joke was the boy on the block who was friends with my son, he ate dinner at our house every single night.
He did?
He did. Every night he ate with us.
Because he probably loved having that attention and the good food.
And the food. And his siblings were so much older, they were out of the house.
Yeah.
And he got that family, community, sitting at the table with everybody. And
it's hard when you have older siblings and, you know, a lot of times sports and, you know, people are either eating in the car because you're running your kids all over the place.
Yes.
And so you could feel a little left out, or you could feel like you don't have that connection of sitting and having a family dinner. I think, you know, that's something that's a little bit lost in our society now, that I know a lot of families are trying to bring that back.
Well, and if you don't have the time to do it yourself, you have a chef Ann.
There you go.
Who can make it possible for you.
There you go.
Right, and then hopefully, if I've taken that out of their equation, they can sit down with the kids and the husband
and have
the meal.
Meaningful conversation.
Right.
Time. And those are memories that your husband, your children, your family is not going to forget.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's so important.
So I remember when we had coffee, you said that you got a lot of leads for your business through the gym. Is that right? Through people you met at the gym? Or
Sometimes, yeah. Well, because
I was asking, how did people find you? And you said it was sort of word of mouth.
it is very word of mouth. So when I was in the cooking competition, I was bringing the food to the gym to have people taste it before I had to submit.
And what was the
recipe.
cooking competition?
So it was Cook of the Week, kind of like Chopped, a local competition, and they gave you like 5 ingredients and you had to cook with it. And then you had to write up the recipe. They sent the photographer to photograph it. So, and they gave you a lot of ingredients so you could make it more than once. So I would bring the dishes to Zumba, and people would taste it and they'd give me their opinions, and then I would tweak the recipe, and so that was a lot of fun.
I love that. They were your test.
They were
Your test kitchen.
Yeah, and then one person, she's like, "I'll edit the recipes for you because you were graded on the recipe,
oh, wow.
the taste, the photograph. You were graded on all different parts of it."
So it was a
What a
team
cool
effort.
experience. Yeah.
It was very fun, very stressful. Glad I did it.
Yep.
Check, did that. Yeah.
I love it. Okay, lightning round.
Okay, we're going to do a lightning
are you ready?
round. So we're just going
Ready.
to ask you questions.
Okay.
Don't think, overthink it, just whatever comes to top of mind.
Okay.
Okay, sweet or savory?
Ooh, savory.
Go-to comfort meal.
Grilled cheese.
Ooh,
Love
yum.
a grilled cheese, yeah.
Least favorite ingredient to work with?
Peanut butter.
We were just talking about that.
Cannot do the smell.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, who would be your dream dinner guest?
Oh, Rachel Ray.
Oh,
Really?
Oh, yes, she's my idol. Yeah.
She's a home cook. That makes sense.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
doesn't consider herself a chef. She's like, I'm a home cook, right?
Right.
Okay, I think
Tell
I
me.
know the answer to this. What's your favorite kitchen tool?
My Instant
I
Pot.
knew it.
Okay, if you weren't a chef, what would you be doing?
Ooh, I think maybe like an event planner. I love planning parties. Well, with 4 kids, I was a Girl Scout leader on PTO. I feel like I did so many events. And
Well, and you said you were a planner. You write your recipes out. You make a plan. Okay.
and I feel like even when people hire me for events, I'm kind of helping them, right, with the planning
It's the
and
planning
how we
piece.
set it up. And
Right.
The shopping, the planning,
Yeah.
it's all part of that.
It is, right. And then the food's an important part of the
Because
event.
I think
yeah.
we think about that, like you're taking the prep work off your plate, but you're shopping for them.
Right.
So that's huge. I can't
Right.
count how many times I just don't even have time to get to the grocery
Right.
store, right?
But
Right.
also the little things like, okay, are we going to have enough seats? Are people going to be standing and eating? Like all of those little things people don't think about unless you've
Right.
done it before. You don't have that.
Right.
I want to serve
Right.
steak. How are you going to do steak
Right.
at a cocktail table? Right?
Right, and then I ask them about the serving platters and the setup.
right.
So yeah,
And servers and how cleaning up and all of that.
right, because there's a lot of parts to
Right.
it.
It's
Right.
all part of it.
Yeah.
It's all part of it. So we will have all of Chef Ann's contact information in our show notes. Of course, you can reach out to her directly, and still space for your Christmas and Hanukkah meals, just in case you are in the local
Yeah.
area.
Absolutely.
And we hope that you tune in again. Join us, like and subscribe for Help.
Nobody told me.